Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in Yogyakarta and me and my friends going to a very unique, beautiful village called Nepalwan Java. It's very famous in this area. It's a tiny village known for its colorful houses stacked up on a slope against the dramatic Mount Merapi. It's a beautiful place, so we are going there. We're gonna show you how it looks like. I'm so excited to be there. We're just starting now. Oh guys, let's start, yeah? Yeah. Okay. This is not the best one. We fill some petrol to make sure that we are okay on the way. I'm so excited to go to Nepalwan Java. It's very unique place. It's not everyone going there because it's a bit far from the Yogyakarta. It's almost 70 kilometers or 80 kilometers, and it takes around 2 hours to reach there. So we are leaving so early that we don't want to be so late, so it's gonna be sunny later. The roads on the way, it's steep as per the reviews, so we are careful. You're gonna be careful when driving. And I think in the way is so greenery, so yeah, we're so excited how it looks like. Now let's talk about Yogyakarta. Yogyakarta, often referred to as Jogja. Jogja has a very rich history. Jogja is a city on the island of Java in Indonesia. It has a rich history that dates back centuries. In the pre-colonial era, the area around Yogyakarta has been inhabited for thousands of years. In the 8th century, the region was part of the Mataram Kingdom, one of the earliest Hindu-Buddhist kingdom in Java. The Mataram Kingdom left behind significant archaeological sites, including temples like Prambanan and Ratu Bokho. Mataram Sultanate, in the 16th century, the Sultanate of Mataram was established with its capital initially in Kotagede, near present-day Yogyakarta. Mataram Sultanate was a powerful Javanese kingdom that dominated much of Java. However, internal strife weakened the kingdom, and in the 18th century it split into two and it's divided. In the Dutch colonial period, the Dutch East India Company gradually gained control over Java, including Sultanate of Yogyakarta. However, they allowed the sultans to maintain their authority in exchange of recognizing Dutch supremacy. Yogyakarta became princely state under Dutch colonial rule. During the Japanese occupation during Second World War, Yogyakarta, like the rest of the Indonesia, was occupied by Japanese from 1942 to 1945. The Japanese occupation marked a significant period of turmoil and suffering for the people of Indonesia, especially in Yogyakarta. Indonesian independence. After Japan's defeat in 1945, Indonesia declared independence from the Dutch colonial rule. Yogyakarta played a crucial role in this. It was the Yogyakarta where the Indonesian nationalist leaders like Sukarno and Hatta proclaimed independence on August 17th of 1945. In modern Yogyakarta, after independence, Yogyakarta became an important center of Javanese culture, education and politics. It is known for its vibrant art scenes, traditional Javanese dance, music, batik, cuisine. Yogyakarta remains a special region in Indonesia with its own sultanate and a unique place in the country's cultural and historical landscape. Yeah, we're going to have breakfast. Now let's talk about volcanoes in Indonesia. There is a lot of active volcanoes in Indonesia. There is one volcano near to Yogyakarta. It's called Mount Merapi. It's one of the most active and dangerous volcanoes in the world. Mount Merapi, which translate the name itself saying mountain of fire in Indonesia. So it's part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region with high level of tectonic activity. It is situated on the southern edge of Sunda Arc, where the Indo-Australian plate is subducting beneath the Eurasian plate. This is geological setting makes Merapi prone to frequent eruptions. The history of eruptions, the eruptive history. Mount Merapi has a long history of eruptions which recorded activity dating back to 16th century. It is known for its highly explosive eruptions characterized by pyroclastic flows, lava flows and ash columns. Major eruptions happened 1822, 1872, 1930, 1994 and 2010. Among others, the eruptions in 2010 was particularly devastating, resulting in hundreds of casualties and widespread destruction of properties. Cultural and religious level, Merapi holds a significant culture and religious importance for the Javanese people. It is believed to be the abode of the spirit of ancestors, and it's closely associated with the mystical beliefs of Javanese culture. Many rituals and ceremonies are performed by the local to appease the volcano and seek protection from its wrath. Due to its high level of activity, the dense population living around the slopes, Mount Merapi is closely monitored by the volcanic experts, the Center of Volcanology and Geological Harvard. People in Indonesia continuously monitoring Merapi to track the activity of this. But in the tourism perspective, despite its dangers, Mount Merapi also attract tourists who are interested in witnessing its volcanic activity and exploring the surrounding natural beauty. Guided tours to Merapi's slopes are available, offering visitors the opportunity to learn the volcano's geology, history, and cultural significance. Overall, Mount Merapi is not only the geological marvel, but also a symbol of complex relationship between humans and nature, highlighting the constant threat posed by volcanic hazards. Now let's talk about the place we are going to. It's called Nepal One Java. So it means Nepal of Java. This term is often used to refer to this region, especially in this area. It's highland region, renowned its stunning landscapes and temples and all. The nickname Nepal and Java likely originated from the landscape terrain to the landscape of Nepal. It looks like Nepal with the high altitude, misty mountains and the raised field. So that's why they called it Nepal and Java, because of the buildings over there is like that. But it's really beautiful, and it's really close to Mount Merapi, so it's the way to there. It's really, really beautiful. You can see that from our video. The view is so beautiful on the way. You can see both sides, so greenery and very bluish sky, and the villages and the small shops and the roads, narrow roads. It's really beautiful on the way, and it's really nice to ride on these roads. It's no other vehicles. It's really, really nice feeling. We stop here for some photos and clicks. It's really beautiful to see from here. You can see the Mount Merapi from far, and the way to there, it's way to Nepal and Java. It's so nice. I mean, it's nice to see from there, and you get a closer look of Mount Merapi as well. It's really beautiful to see from here. We're almost reaching there now, where the village it is, and we're moving to there. Yeah, it's getting more sunny and the cloud looks really beautiful. we reach here, we have to keep our motorcycle on the right side. We cannot take it to up. So we need to keep it here. And after that, we have to walk, or you can rent a taxi service, motorbikes taxi service. So but we decide to walk so we can explore out by our own. It's not expensive. The motorcycle people take you all these places, but they only charge like 30,000 or 28,000 something. But it's really worth, because if you're tired and you can't walk, then it's better you prefer that one. But we decide to walk because we like to walk. Hey. Apa kabar? Okay, thank you, bro. Yo. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wrong. Yeah. Assalamualaikum. How are you? Apa kabar? Baik-baik. Nama? Nama? Net Central. Your nama? Opa. I'm from India. India. Okay. Got it. Yeah, no need. You already have it. Iconic here. You can see this mosque from very far, on the way. It's really beautiful. It's in the middle of all these buildings, small houses. It's really, really beautiful. We going inside the mosque and I'm gonna show you how it looks like. Yeah, it's really beautiful to see from here. And this is the way to this mosque. Yeah, we are going inside the mosque. This is the Imam of the mosque, and you're getting inside. It's really beautiful mosque. The houses here around this area are really small, but it's unique and beautiful from outside. But the mosque is pretty big, and it's in the middle of everything, and it has a nice view from far. We are going inside the mosque and see how it looks like. This is the drums you call for prayer. I have seen this in many mosques in Indonesia. They're still using it, even though there is other way of calling for the prayer. But it's really beautiful. The roof of this area is beautiful too. Yeah, it's really nice mosque. We decided to sit in this beautiful, cute cafe, and they have a nice view. We decide to sit there and have some tea or coffee. And there is few young boys sitting there as well. We talked to them. Yeah, it was nice. It was a nice view from here. Now we are going back to Yogyakarta. Thank you for watching, and please like and share, like and comment, and subscribe my channel. I have very low subscribers, so please help me to build this channel. I am improving as well, so I would like to know your opinion. Please comment, and if you like me to visit in your village or a city, just let me know in comments, and I will be there, inshallah. So thank you for watching again. See you soon with a new video. Thank you very much for watching again.